Okay, welcome everybody. So what I have here is I have this Atari 2600 Junior that a friend of mine loaned out to me because she couldn't hook it up to her TV quite right, and I kind of had an idea of how to get it working, but she didn't have all the parts, which was fine. So she gave me this Atari 2600 Junior, and also this 2600. I'm guessing that's the 4 button. I haven't tested that one yet, but I have it hooked up to my little RCA TV, and I had to get this adapter, which the Radio Shack in Independence, Iowa. I guess it's not really a Radio Shack. It's technically it's something else, but they supply some Radio Shack parts, which is kind of interesting. So this little adapter I had to buy is called a F connector coax female to RCA phono female. So what it is, it looks like your regular, I guess there's not much lighting, but as you see that, it looks like the little RCA, whereas everybody else calls it the red, yellow, and white cable. And then on this end, it looks like the antenna end, so like that cable that you use to connect your old VCR to the TV, and then you also have the antenna in the back of the VCR. So this is what this adapter does. It's actually meant for your Atari 2600, and let me show you. The minutes of this video is 2 minutes already, so I have it set to channel 3. This is on channel 3, and obviously the power adapter works, and as you can see, I'm getting snow, which I kind of figured. So now I'm going to turn it back on. So I don't have a game. I wanted to test it, but I'm pretty sure it's working. It just needs a game in there. So I'm going to pause it and plug in the other system. Okay, now we're going to continue on with the 4 button Atari 2600, and I have it set to channel 3. The TV's obviously set for that too. No, I don't have a game. I wish I would have. None of the pawn shops I went to had one, but so let me show you this magnificent cable. So into my TV I just have, like I said, a regular antenna cable plugged in through the coaxial or antenna jack spot, and apparently with the Atari this is supposed to be an RCA, but I guess it's a different version. I don't know, it's ancient technology, but this part, and also on the back of the Junior, you can use a regular RCA jack, which I was using in the back of the Atari 2600 Junior. So any of these colors would work. Copper is copper. That is one thing you will learn. Copper is copper. It doesn't matter what color it is. Whoop-de-doo. As long as you're using both yellows, it'll work. If you're using both whites, it'll work. If you're using both reds, it'll work. It does not matter. Video does not just go through the yellow cable. You can cross them. Matter of fact, one thing you will discover if you get more into this, RCA cables are cheaper, and you could buy a set like this and then buy another one of these and hook up for a component, but that's a side thing. Anyway, back to this Atari. Like I was saying, it has this big long cable plugged into the back of it, like soldered directly to the board or something of that nature. I've never really pulled Atari open before. As you can see, I don't have a game, but that's what it's supposed to do when you actually have something running on the TV. So this Atari is technically working in my book. It's just I wish I had a game to show more on this. So I've actually looked at modding one of these. If she says it's okay to mod it, have the actual cables on the side, which would make it more modern, I will potentially do that for her if she wants. It doesn't look very hard. It's just a couple components soldered to a board, and then you solder it directly to this guy right here, and voila, you can actually hook this up to a regular TV through AV cables. So yep, this short video shows it is working. It doesn't show there is no signal. The only thing you are seeing is it's doesn't have a game, and this is kind of what the Nintendo did too if you plugged it in. So this was two different Ataris and a nice little video displaying that it works. So I'm gonna shut this off. Bye.